Agent Reed? What are you doing here? No one is allowed inside.
I'm glad you think so, but I've been invited.
What are you talking about?
I had a little chat with your friend in the fancy suit, who so cordially invited me in and gave me the run of the place, actually.
I don't know what you're up to, Agent Reed, but you had better stay in line here. This is a delicate situation.
How are you connected to Scorobius?
He manages the Enthon Towers, and I'm running an investigation here. Are you trying to insinuate something, Agent?
You tell me, Director. There seems to be a lot of history here.
It's not the first time I've met him. But if you'd actually done your research, that information is readily available in the database.
You know something about this place. There was an investigation here that you helped on years ago.
I've been doing this job for almost 25 years, and most of that time I've served right here in Boston. I've been all over this city. I don't worry about the past, Agent, because the present is where there's work to be done.
Where is John? I know he was here.
Yes, we established that earlier. He helped with the scene outside, then left.
I don't believe you. John was inside this building, and I guarantee he's still here now.
Agent, you'd better back down. You're really pushing your luck.
What do you know about Jeff Therian?
Therian? How do you know that name?
How do you know it?
It's none of your concern, Agent. Keep your focus on your cases.
I'd love to, if you didn't keep stealing them from me.
Your cases, Agent. You were not brought in for this investigation.
See you around.
I hope not.
I was thinking about what you said before. You said John never came in here, right? Never was in the towers?
Correct. Now would you stop harping on it?
Sure, now that I know where things stand. See? I found John's lighter upstairs, so I know he was here, and I know you two are mixed up in something.
Christ. Look, John was in here, yes, but I won't be talking about it. This wasn't meant to be any of your business. As I said, the situation is delicate.
Very classical. Kind of Greek or Roman looking. Very classical.
Ah, hello again, Ms. Reed.
You. I have questions for you.
Of course. Come, admire this painting with me, and I'll answer all your little questions.
Okay, asshole. You know Cordelia. You work for her. You're going to tell me everything you know.
Please. This sort of brash display might work on terrorists with double-digit IQs, but here, honestly, do you have a warrant? Were you not in fact extended an invitation that allows your continued presence here? And can that invitation not be rescinded? Now I have said all that I am allotted to say about Ms. Smith.
Listen, I don't care what sort of games you want to play. If there is anything going on here not in line with the law, I'll make sure you hang by it unless you speak up now.
In that case, it sounds like we have both said our piece on the matter. I suggest that you keep the tone of any future exchanges between us more cordial than this one has been, especially if you wish there to be future exchanges.
What do you do here exactly?
As I already said, I am the Smith family lawyer. At one point, Cordelia's brother Max and I worked long hours getting together all sorts of business plans, working out business models. Now my role is something a bit more lackadaisical, keeping the minor business details in order, doing a few consultations here and there, looking after the towers.
You're just standing here looking at the painting?
Indeed.
You've been looking at it for a little while.
You were educated in a far more fast-paced and self-indulgent era, so let me explain. I am not standing here begging to be taken somewhere by a fleeting entertainment. Actual art, my dear, requires something of you. Hard work. So yes, an hour with the painting is not uncommon for me.
Do you know anyone named Jeff Therian?
Do I know anyone? No. What an odd question.
Just before Max Smith's death, you were working on something with him. I need to know what.
Unfortunately, those were private matters. Nothing I can disclose to you.
There was a lot of strife in the family at this time, but it seems like you and Max got along pretty well if you were working together.
Are you playing some sort of game? Getting me to discuss the fight I had with Max just prior to his death won't implicate me in anything. You surely already know that an FBI agent was here and asked all about this.
Asked about what? What fight?
A small scuffle. We were in his office one night, burning some old documents. A fire was going, and he started with some hot-headed accusations. He'd been getting increasingly paranoid, and this was its peak. I'm ashamed to say I lost my composure. I struck him.
Struck him? What, you gave him a backhand or something?
This was not one of my prouder moments. I had Cordelia's silver necklace in hand. I swung and gave him a hit on the head. Nothing severe. That's all I'll say about this.
Well, keep watching the paint dry. I need to go. And if you're hiding something from me...
I wouldn't do anything to obstruct the workings of the law. I am a lawyer, after all.
Exactly. It manages to look both tortured and noble all at once. I like it. The necklace that triggered that vision is on here. This is the necklace that Skorobius was talking about. The one he struck Max with. And behind painting number 2, we have... Yep, Max is safe, just like I saw in the vision. Here it is. I wonder what sort of valuables are in it. Yes, that was it. All right, let's see what we've gotten here. Let's see. It's an old document that's been partially burned and then laminated back together. Okay, not a lot to go on. It's got that name Jeff Therian on it, but the paper's too damaged. I can't read the finer details. There's a signature on it as well. Scarbles? No. Scrobius. Scrobius signed this. Not the family jewels I was expecting, but at least there's something in here. I'll just take a picture of this and send it to Terrence. A lot of official documents are digitized now, so he should be able to run a search to see if it's on record and fully legible.
You have to stop this insanity about telling Keith and Cordelia. Max, I've told you 1,000 times why we have to do it like this. There are legalities involved, things that you are better off letting me handle.
I've been reading about how you handled it.
What have you been doing snooping around in my basement?
Educating myself. I might not have understood why you used me to get Keith to sign all those documents over the years. But I understand it now. My parents weren't trying to punish me. They didn't set up our inheritance to go through Jeff Therian. It was you. And there are people who wouldn't mind knowing about this. You know, people who bang gavels. Or maybe one of those FBI agents that were just here.
Of course, because you can wash your hands of it. You've done what you must to take the money from Jeff, down to the last penny you've spent.
Yes, I told some lies, and I broke some laws. I can own up to that. But Cordelia is asking questions, and Keith is getting suspicious. Look at this. That was my mother's, passed on to Cordelia, but Keith had it. They know something is wrong here, and they're working together to find it out. I won't let you pull my family apart. I trusted you all these years, so now I'm going to ask you this, and I'll ask it once. What is this?
You would never understand. All you do is moan about how much money you need and need and need. Here's the difference between us, Max. I don't need you or your pesky little sister for anything.
Of course you don't. God, Cordelia sensed something was wrong. Why didn't I listen? Jeff has all the money. You made sure of that. And if anything happens to him, the money doesn't go to me or Cordelia. If he dies, it goes right to you. Get out of my way. I'm calling those agents.
I'll kill you before I let that happen. Ugh.